From the capital of Tennessee in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game.
Comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense. And already one play in, and what you're seeing, and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
Trying again following the sack. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Into the red zone. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Go! From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
70 Lions!
They are throwing it again. That one's complete, right side. Touchdown, Tennessee. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Penix. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Penix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go, Shaq.
And again, it's Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Falcon offense is ready. They're going for two. He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. First touchdown of the game for them, partner, and immediately they go for two. That feels like an analytics-based decision there.
Can I just tell you, I'm kind of tired of analytics. I am. I'm tired of falling on analytics when it fails. Oh, the process was right. Oh, we just didn't get the result. No, I don't like that decision this early in the game. You're going to be chasing that decision in those points.
The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 28-yard line.
And he's got a free play here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now. Hunt it.
Back to throw now. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. Along the right sideline, there's space. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a 7-point lead in the first. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Folk with a point after. And the Titans grow their lead to 8. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix looking to pass. Finds his man over the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons slice the lead down to a couple. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
From the 28. Boyd hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
60 Bison. Set up. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 7-point lead in the first. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans grow their lead to 8. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They go play action. Here's Penix. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go, set.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
Penix on first down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free.
To recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they make the tackle at the 38. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
Had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance. This on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He's looking deep once again. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. He's trying to go deep again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. So that brings up 4th and long. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, with the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
4th down, here's Penix. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense. Morris in
Previous
strong
play is under
disagreement with
review.
that call. He's going to challenge this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
All
field
right, so that
stands.
challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Another try following the sack. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. At the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans lead by 14. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has it. And he's into the end zone. The call pays off. They lead by 16 now. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Check go.
Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix now. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Set.
Trying for it with Penix. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's out of bounds, very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is! That's a turnover on down. He Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this.
Previous play is under review.
Oh, we're going to see it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
The
stands.
call's upheld under the review, and already they're out of challenges for this game. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans stretch the lead to 23. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Complete out to the right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Go!
Penix here from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So 2nd down coming up. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
And again, it's Penix. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Play action. Here's Penix. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th. Not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Titans and Mason Rudolph about ready to get back to work on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Ready?
One of the tight ends motioning left.
Go!
They'll come out throwing. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Hits the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans running away with it in the 2nd quarter. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. McLeod now returning it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready? Ready.
From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, sack.
Throwing Penix. Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And now they're staring at 4th and long. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They can't connect as the cover. The 4th down stands.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important.
Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and And now we have a ninth who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans continue piling onto this lead.